My name is Phil Beck, and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And so Jodie Whittaker, and Mandip Gil are about to make a rare ComicCon appearance in October in the New York Comic Con. Why is it a rare appearance? Because if they go out in public in an unfettered, unvetted environment, they tend to get asked interesting questions like, how have you sucked so incredibly hard? Like, why have you made the ratings fall beyond lower than they ever been before? What? They get asked questions like that, which they don't really like. So it's a rare appearance. So the question is this. The question is that we're going to be dealing with in this video. Is this kind of going to be like the Groundhog from Groundhog Day? Is this appearance like, what's his name? Punxsutawney Phil, where they brought him out and they said, oh, we got 6 more weeks of winter. Does this appearance herald like another 2-3 years of Whittaker and Chibnall, or is this a desperate attempt at spin or fulfilling their contractual obligations to promote the I was going to say Christmas special, but heaven forbid the holiday. I'm a rabbi, okay? Christmas isn't a big thing for the Jews, right? That time when you killed our savior. That's when he was born. The whole thing, we tend not to bring it up that often, right? And even I enjoy Christmas. I freaking love Christmas. These little Scrooges, they can't stand. So the holiday special. Is it their contractual obligation to promote the holiday special or something else? These are the many wonderful things that we're going to be talking about in this video. But before we get there, can I ask you guys, can you hit that subscribe button? Thank you very much. I ask at every video, I ask quite excessively because I really, really want you to subscribe. I don't know how I can be more honest about it. I really want you to subscribe. Don't really know why. I like the number getting higher. That's basically where I am. Now, if you do subscribe, other than making a rabbi, exceedingly happy, which you do. It's like, I'm not pissing around there. You 100% do. That click totally makes my day, and it really genuinely does. You can also enter my my ongoing competitions. I have weekly competitions. The prize this week, which we're giving away on Sunday, which will be today's the 10th, right? So Friday, Saturday, okay, it's the 13th. My God, tomorrow's 9/11. Just realised. We're giving it on Sunday, September 13th, where we're doing a watch along of the season finale of the 2006 season, Series 2, I think they should call it, Doomsday. Doing a watch along there, we're going to do the prize drawing. So here are the prizes, before I tell you how to win it. First, you get this Doctor Who card game, which I've never played before. Never in my life. It was given to me as a gift from a friend of mine who went to a toy fair. He was a toy manufacturer. Went to a toy fair. He gets freebies. He was given that freebie. He said, oh, Doctor Who. My friend Svi likes Doctor Who. They put it back in. So I was very appreciative, but it's just kind of sitting on the shelf, doing nothing. I feel kind of bad. I would actually like somebody to win it, use it, and play with it, and have fun with it. But the main prize this week is this fantastic graphic novel, Scarlet Traces. Can I show you some of the artwork inside? So you get, it's like very, very stylized. Oh, that's what wasn't really particularly good page to show you. It's very, very stylized, but I really like the art a lot. It's essentially a sequel to War of the Worlds, and the British, after the failed Martian invasion, got their hands on the Martian technology, reverse engineered it, and they used it much the way you could imagine the British Empire would use it, not in a good way. So fine, all you need to do to win those prizes is subscribe to the channel. I think I've got that subliminal message going there. Reminds me what. But I left England in like 91, right? I wasn't religious when I was a kid. But in 91, I left England. I had an open ticket to Israel, and that's where I became religious. I was in Israel for a couple of years. I was in rabbinical ceremony, and I came home. It was around Christmas, and there was this Dixon's ad on. Is Dixon's still around in England? Dixon's is a like electronics store. And basically the entire time the ad was going on, it just said Dixon, like this subliminal message. So yeah, subscribe. So yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. Subscribe to the channel, and then in the comments leave the hashtag Mars attacks, and as I said, we'll do the giveaway on Sunday. Fine, let's look at the story. What other news source could we possibly use other than the wonderful Radio Times, the most shilly of the shills, and this is written by the most shilly of the shill writers ever. I think, I can't remember who came up with this joke. He said he must be paid in shillings. The wonderful Hugh Fullerton. It is Hugh Fullerton, isn't it? It's got to be a simpering. Yeah, it's definitely Hugh Fullerton. Wonderful. So let's have a look. So, what's going on with this appearance? Because they really, honestly, they don't go out in public that often, especially not in an unvetted crowd. Is this going to be like an online thing, a pre-recorded thing with no questions or comments allowed? I guess so. That's probably that's my guess. The Comic-Con at home thing. I guess they're going that well. Where there's no fear of them interacting with anybody who's a fan of Doctor Who, which they'll be like, I don't know what to do. Also, it's interesting that it's Whittaker and Mandip Gil, who is the cast for season 13. If there is a season 13, so I think a few things are going on with this. I think the new Director General of the BBC, what's his name, Tim Davie, it understands. Well, he said already, the BBC has to become a commercial entity. It stops serving the needs of the British public, and the British public are dropping it like a stone. Like EastEnders came back after months, and it got like a 3.5 million viewership. That's because the British viewership are sick to death of the BBC. They are sick of the BBC. They're sick of being lectured by the BBC. They're sick of having fingers wagged by them. And here's the thing: they all live on Twitter. They're all there's the champagne socialist, Guardian reading, granola swilling. Somebody said, "Can you swill granola?" I guess if you can, I guess they do that. People, they live on Twitter. And they don't realise there's about 3% of Britain is on Twitter, just 3%, which is huge. By the way, if you're going to get a service to get to 3% of the population, that's freaking massive, okay? That's huge. But it's still 3%. 97% do not think like Twitter, and they just don't understand it at all. So the British public are basically on the way out from the BBC. Tim Davies come in. He understands that the BBC is going to have to switch to a subscriber model. The charter's up in 6 years anyway. They're not getting renewed. I mean, I don't think so. So, and Tim Davies is also the guy who oversaw the marketing of Doctor Who to the US when it was an incredible success. He made it an incredible success, and he's had a front row seat at its utter financial failure, which I think he knew before anything came out. Before the rating certainly before the rating for season 12 just went tunneled into nowhere. Tunnel Victorious, the initiative started in about the summer, so I'm guessing he saw the sales data, right? And he said, well, this isn't going to fly. We've got to do Doctor Who that sells. Doctor Who for the people who like Doctor Who, rather than this weird clump of 3% of population that lives on Twitter, and half of that. So we got to be we got to serve the public. To which, the people who have been dominating culture went, and then they said, no, he said he's not going to cancel all left-wing comments. No, he didn't say that. He said there needs to be balance, and there is no balance in Chibnall's Doctor Who. It's freaking awful. It's freaking awful in so many ways. So so what's going on with this? So if they has he said, look, this is just not working. The metrics are it's not working. That's what the metrics are, and they're looking to replace them. I think if they could delay easily for a year, even with their contractual obligations to HBO, to that China media company, just because the restrictions of COVID, and they can use that year to find another production team. So if that's the case, what are they doing making this appearance? Who knows? I could be completely wrong about that. The other rumor, which we're going to be talking tonight on my live stream, is with somebody who strongly disagrees with me, right? The other rumor is that she's locked in for years, just locked in for years with Mandip Gil. So this is a contractual obligation by HBO for them to promote this special, right? I think it's a contractual obligation. I noticed it's in New York. It's not in England. They're not promoting it. Honestly, I just think they're terrified to show it, because when they show it, it's going to be embarrassing, and that's really the essence of the current Doctor Who, right? It's just going to be embarrassing. So my guess is this is a contractual obligation to promote the show, not a sign that this all steam ahead and things are continuing. Although I think that's what BBC Cardiff would very much like us to think, right? I think that's what they'll like to think. Honestly, I think there's a civil war going on in the BBC. between Tim Davie and the Champagne Socialists. So I just don't think the Champagne Socialists have a freaking chance in hell. They're fine when they don't have anybody to stand up against them. But like when they reach any resistance, they go, they curl the ball and they cry. Fine, so let's read this thing. Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gil appear in special New York ComicCon Who panel. The TARDIS traveling pair will be taking a look back at their first 2 years of on the sci-fi drama. I can do it for you. It's fine. It's fine. It was awful. It was just horrible. Please don't look back. It's like there was no highest point. There was just increasingly low points, right? It just went, it was like the worst you could possibly imagine it, and then they had another episode that got worse. Like you saw Arachnids in the UK and said, "Oh my god, there's nothing that could be worse than that. There's no Doctor Who that could be worse than that." Then Orphan 55 came along and said, "Hold my beer." Right, let's have a look at this. Missing all the Doctor Who chat ever since season 12 finished back in my... Wait a minute, back up there. Ooh. Missing all the Doctor Who chat since season 12 finished back in March. Excuse me, there was no social media imprint whatsoever from season 12. Nobody gave a crap. You know when there was Doctor Who chat? When we started doing the watch-alongs. Emily Cook started the watch-alongs, Russell T Davies got on board. They were, and up until Paul Cornell came in and Paul called Walter over it. Called half the fan base racist. It doesn't detract from his talent as a Doctor Who writer, which is extreme. He's one of the most talented Doctor Who writers, I think, ever. Really? But what a douchebag. But that's when there was chat about Doctor Who going, not when the series was airing. What is it? Listen, every time I read an article by Hugh Fullerton, it's like reading a article in like total communist era, was it Pravda, the Russian paper, where it was just like everything was a lie and a spin. Well, you're in luck. Oh, we are in luck, because I'm going to watch this and take the piss out of it relentlessly. Honestly, I hate this era of Doctor Who. But if you like it, good for you. You can go and enjoy it. But listen, if they do make season 13 like I'm going to take the piss out of it, because unless it's good, but it's not going to be good. It's going to be freaking awful. Because it sounds like the press machine is lumbering back to life for the upcoming festive special. Don't say Christmas. Oh no, don't say. And again, I'm a freaking Jew and I love Christmas. What is wrong with these losers? Festive special, Revolution of the Daleks. Oh really? I thought Jodie said it was Revolution of the Dalek. Was it Revolution of the Dalek? Oh, really? What's he revolting against? Really, the Daleks are revolting. So tell me something I don't know. With Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gil confirmed to be attending a special Doctor Who panel at the upcoming New York ComicCon. So wait. Is this going to be like ComicCon at home? Are they just going to be sitting at their homes in London or wherever they live? Colchester, wherever they're really from. What was it? Sheffield. I think it was. No, she was from She was a Shat lass. Well, I heard her on a interview once. So I don't know whether it is Yorkshire. Let's just say Yorkshire. England. Okay, I'll say England. That way I'm pretty much right. I guess that's what's going to happen. Hosted by Melanie McFarlane. I wonder if she's going to be a bit of a shill. I wonder if she's going to ask, so Jodie, what do you think of the imploding ratings? Are we going to get questions like that? Or are we going to get questions like, oh, what do you think was your most stunning and brave moment? Ooh, I hope you don't feel socially awkward. Confirmed to be attending an upcoming new ComicCon panel. Will apparently shine a new spotlight. Oh, really? That's probably a bad idea. A new spotlight on Doctor Who as the pair look back at the epic past 2 seasons of Doctor in the TARDIS. Do you think they're getting ready to say sayonara? This is their grand farewell. Do you think? Ooh, okay. Whether you believe in God or not, get your knees and start praying. Okay, please. Listen, that's just my rabbinical advice. Look back on their epic past 2 seasons in the TARDIS, which have been packed with shocking twists. Yes, it was terrible, and then it got worse, and then it got worse. And then again, when you said, this can't get any worse. This cannot get any worse. Along comes, can you hear me? It says, hold my beer. It's kind of like shocking twists Turns and surprises. Yes, we were surprised that it fell off a cliff. It was awful. I was actually surprised at how much the fan audience had just hated it. And yeah, they've forgotten a bit now because it's been a while since March. That's what I want. If they're going to keep on with this Doctor Who, make it and put it on TV. I want to see it. I want to see the ratings. Oh man. If EastEnders got 3.5 million, this is going to get 1.5. This is like a disaster area. And if it does get ratings, oh my God, it's going to be lambasted as being like them. I don't like to prejudge things, but I've seen 2 years of her. She cannot play in this role. She is freaking useless in the role. She has no gravitas. She has no gravity. She has no authority. And she's written like a moron. And fun enough, the people who love her say, yeah, you just don't like her that she's a girl. Well, if that's the only things you hear because you're a crazy person, that just means you're a crazy person, doesn't it? Because we're for the special revolution, blah, 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 blah. A new spotlight, blah, blah, blah. The whole thing is set to stream live online. So they didn't even fly them out. I bet they didn't even get a bloody plane ticket out of this. Thursday, October at 2:45 Eastern Standard Time. So that for me is going to be 9:45. Catch it live. We are going to do a live commentary here. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, we got to get panels together. That's going to be freaking awesome. From the sounds of it, this panel will be resolutely focused on the Jews Doctor Who past. Because there's no bloody future, I think. Quite pointedly, the event description says they'll discuss their favourite moments to date. Again, I don't... This sounds to me they're getting ready to say sayonara. It does sound like it to me now. I don't read these before I record them. I want to get like my real response, which you're getting, mate. But with only a couple of months between the panel and the episode's probable airing, it seems unlikely the topic of Revolution of the Daleks can be skirted. It's not. It's already filmed. Of course, and that's what we're telling ourselves anyway as we clutch. Captain Jack Lives banner and eagerly await the Dalek Civil War. Oh, if you want Dalek Civil War, go and listen to Evil of the Daleks. It's they haven't done an animation of it yet, but the audios are available. And actually, I've tell you, it's a really good story to listen to on audio. It actually very very much works. There's two versions of it. One with One with Tom Baker's narration. I can't remember who the other, but the second version is much better. Fine, let's see what else this has to say. And who knows? Maybe the fact that only Whittaker and Gil are in line suggests that the rumors of co-stars Bradley Walsh and Tolson Cole departing the series. They're not rumors. They posted it. Tolson Cole has another job. I think an HBO show. God knows how he got that. And I really got to see what he's like with a different script. You got me intrigued. He's a good-looking guy, and I'd like to see what he could do. Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing what he would do as the Doctor. Honestly, I got to see more of a range. Right, so far he's just been like a thumb-sucking cuck. But I'm hoping he has more range than that. I don't know. But yeah, there's not rumors. Bradley Walsh has gone, and they're both gone. And for that matter, Jodie Whittaker is filming a movie this October, isn't she? This winter, when she should be filming Doctor Who, because they're not filming Doctor Who. Then, but the rumor that I've heard, which I do tend to believe, that season 13 is in review. In review means it's on its way out the bloody door. And hopefully, who would they get to replace him? Philip Morris is big on, Anthony Horowitz as the showrunner and Lawrence Fox as star. Honestly, right now, I'm being like, this has exceeded my worst expectation of what the worst they could possibly do. It's exceeded my expectation. So I can't imagine what they could do that's any worse, I don't know. This winter weren't greatly exaggerated after all. Fine, they're not great. Or maybe the internet connections aren't just good enough to join in. With that, we assume will be another virtual panel. Yeah, they're staying home. Still, even with... It sounds like they haven't got any information at all. Still, even if Whittaker and Gil... They normally have a lot of minutes. Radio Times is Chris Chibnall's go-to source. He doesn't deal much with Doctor Who magazine at all. He goes to Radio Times. This doesn't sound like it came from Radio Times. This sounds like it was a press release, and it was probably honestly, it sounds to me like Cardis has been removed from the equation thus far. That's what it sounds like to me. But listen, I'm reading into it. I hate this era of Doctor Who. I think it's hateful. I think it's racist. I think it's sexist. I think it's awful. And you know, honestly, it's very, very little wonder that the people who like this era most are the blue checkmark Twitterati, who are the worst people that humanity has ever produced. The absolute worst people. They like this Doctor Who. I think it says a lot, doesn't it? Yeah, people who are, generally speaking, cruel and cowardly, love this Doctor Who. Says volumes to me. So even if Whittaker and Gil just keep nostalgic, we're sure fans will be delighted. What, both of them? To see them reunited and chatting all things too. Listen, more Jodie speaks, the better. Really, the more she speaks, the better. More Mandip speaks as well. Oh my God. Have you ever looked at her Twitter feed? She's a moron. I mean, she really is. Like, I thought Whittaker isn't very smart. But Mandip Gil is just like, I don't know how she gets dressed in the morning. Really? Really? Who looks after? We have to keep ourselves going until the festive special arrives somehow. Yeah, by not thinking. Oh, current Doctor Who. So there you have it. So they're having an appearance at ComicCon. Looks like it's going to be virtual. Looks like they're not going to take any questions. Looks like it's not going to be live. I think they found a way of interacting with the fans in a safe manner. My name is Sheila Becken, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.